The Abia State government, under the leadership of the governor, officially launched the Abia State Security Trust Fund on July 10, 2025, at the International Conference Center in Umuahia. The event raised over Nigerian naira 3.4 billion in donations to enhance the state's security infrastructure. The governor urged residents to take an active role in safeguarding their communities and emphasized that the fight against insecurity requires collective effort. He assured that all funds raised would be transparently managed and used to support security initiatives aimed at preventing crime and maintaining peace. The Security Trust Fund, established under the Abia State Security Trust Fund Law 2024, is designed as a public-private partnership to support security agencies with logistics, equipment, and other critical tools for effective operations. Speakers at the event highlighted the importance of community involvement and praised the government's vision and commitment to security. The event drew wide support from individuals across various sectors, including business, traditional institutions, and public service, all of whom pledged their support for the initiative. This is the Abia we have been praying for, all thanks to Governor Otti.
Security creates economic and social crisis, impoverishes the population, and makes refugees of individuals and families in their homeland. To curtail the enormous cost of security crisis, all of us are invited to always take more than a passing interest in security issues in our neighborhoods, places of business, and in the larger community. Agreed that insecurity cannot be tackled by arms and ammunition alone. It is also necessary for those who wield legitimate powers of the state to deploy the lawful instruments of power, including reasonable force, in responding to anyone or group whose activities pose a real threat to the safety of law-abiding members of the community. At any rate, it has to be made clear that while force may yield short-term gains, long-term social harmony can only be achieved by deliberately creating an environment that upholds the dignity of the people, make crime unattractive and costly, and give everyone a sense of responsibility in security and safety initiatives. On assumption of office in May 2023, we made a firm commitment to recover every inch of our territory from the criminals who had carved out some parts of the state as part of their private fiefdom. We also serve quick notice to those who profit from crime to quickly leave Abia or have the full might of the state to contend with. Beyond making bold statements of intent, we also walk the talk, launching an interagency security operation codenamed Operation Crush. A few weeks after assumption of office, vehicles and critical support machineries were provided to support round-the-clock policing across communities. It's also worthy of note that over the last 2 years, the state's Homeland Security Office has been transformed to an engine of efficiency, providing critical intelligence and operational support to the federal security establishments while responding independently to developments that fall within the scope of their responsibilities as an agency of the state government. On account of the courageous efforts we made to restore law and order, individuals can now attend to their social and economic obligations without anxiety in any part of the state. On very rare occasions, when we suffered breaches, mainly from criminals operating from camps outside the state, we have also responded in ways that leave no doubt about our commitment to the security of lives and property in Abia State. This state remains one of the most peaceful destinations in Nigeria, not because attempts have not been made to create
services
by individuals
Obani,
that we are capable of doing whatever it takes
deep sense of responsibility that I join faith with the chairman and members of the board to welcome you all once again, our very dear distinguished guests, to this maiden edition of this all-important fundraising luncheon of the Abia State Security Trust Fund.
We have had the privilege of working with highly intelligent and dedicated security officers and men over the last 25 months, some of whom have paid the ultimate price to keep our communities safe, and we continue to pray for the peaceful repose of their souls. I must also recognize that we have been able to achieve more for the simple reason that we refuse to treat insecurity as an isolated problem. Our approach is holistic, starting with generous investment in social infrastructure to improve the productivity of the country.
As very partners in our security framework,
I know that issue of security concerns everybody.
We took measures.
When these people strike, they don't know whether you're a big man, they don't know whether you're yellow or black, whether you're rich or whether you're poor. Everybody's their target. And so everybody has to be involved. So on this note, I am saying that the government of Bola is insane with issues of security in Nigeria. And Abia is not an exception.
It's been represented here by every
which is pivotal to all-round development
by merely
recorded in the states.
But I'm here to represent a dedicated and a patriotic Nigerian, a good humble son of the Igbo extraction.
Furthermore,
A man who is a father to me, Prince of Progress, a passionate prince for the Igbo nation, especially the people of Abia, and the person of Prince Engineer Arthur Eze Uzibondo.
with more people getting into productive labor.
In that vein, he wants to take off his donation with a humble sum of 200 million naira.
Half a billion. And I took 500 million. Please, can we make that round of applause louder?
That's civic education.
That's fantastic. Imagine that we did not come and set up a billion. If you had come here, what would have happened? That is the kind of strength
Abia is relatively safe.
our Abia government.
We are also
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Abia State, man that has created an oasis in the desert, but as a businessman that have benefited immensely from Abia, from our back, I would like to contribute 20 million naira to this event. Thank you very much. We firmly believe in the progress that
unwavering support for this important initiative.
I'm glad to announce a donation from a group that I was associated with.
You are not from Abia State.
We are not able to make it here. The board and management of Morningside Capital Partners has just sent me a message that they have approved the sum of 500 million naira for this event. This fundraising luncheon has been called to solicit the financial support of worthy individuals and philanthropists, businesses and organizations in the push to isolate our state from the forces of criminality and lawlessness. Security is an extremely expensive venture.
But one thing you can assure is that I will make it a sustainable donation. A sustainable donation is what I'm going to discuss, that every month I will put something in the account.
make ourselves
something that I know that is substantial for the next 1 year. Shine others in no distant time. Thank you so much for the great work, and may God continue to bless you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Security readiness and capacity to deter criminals. This launch-up is in line with the provisions of the Abia State Security Fund Law 2024, which empowers the state to set up a specialized framework for mobilizing, managing, and deploying resources in support of our security infrastructure across the state. Stipulated by the enabling law, funds raised as a cement will be successfully applied in the procurement of necessary equipment for operational activities and security personnel. Beyond supporting the formal security structure, today's fundraising event will go a long way in helping us to actualize our restructuring plan for the Homeland Security Office in the areas of recruitment, training, deployment and procurement of vehicles.
The CEO of Rosette Motors, from the Rock Results Group Nigeria Limited. Please a round of applause. Round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's keep it coming. Abia is our home. Thank you.
Before execution, through tech-driven intelligence, part of the
let me start with the
today will be applied to set up
Rosette's Motors is in Abia, David, which I am the CEO because of the kind of leadership we brought to Abia. On behalf of my company, Rosette's Motors, we are giving 15 million to the security corporation. That is fantastic.
We're giving the microphone to everybody in this room to speak. All right, moving forward, I'd like to inform you, Your Excellency, our dear Governor, that we have more partners in progress. And this is coming from the Jail Construction Company. A handsome donation of 16 million naira, and it's being presented by Sura, and they're here with us this afternoon. Thank you. Please keep it coming.
And build a state where residents can go to
which is 15 million naira. It's a round of applause, and I don't think you recognize Mr. Ogoibo of Office. Please stand up. Thank you. And Mr. George Otti of System, they both donated 50 million. The client of mine on my way here told me that I should announce for their organization do whatever I can do behind. I want to say thank you. And Rock Resort, I'd like to welcome all of you. Let me use CEO of Access Bank to reach out to all the bankers that are in the house and thank you for your great support. It requires governments, businesses, and citizens doing their best